Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Tonight, or this evening, it's finally time for me to give my icebreaker speech. So I am a little nervous, obviously, but I decided to name my speech Diary of a Quiet Girl. And before I get started, I want to just give a basic background of myself. My full name is Mia07082014diary. Foster is my mother's last name, White is my father's last name, and when they got married, they put it together. So they're the ones married, not me. My parents currently live in Alameda, and then I have one younger sister who also lives in Alameda with her husband and 4- and 6-year-old daughters. I grew up in Union City, California, and graduated from James Logan High School in Union City, and then I graduated from the University of Alabama in Huntsville, Alabama. And I have just a few pictures I wanted to pass around of myself that will also describe some of the things I'm going to talk about in my speech today. So on to Diary of a Quiet Girl, and I have a few stories to share with you this evening. The first one is back from when I was a kid. I went to the YMCA one summer, and there's this one particular day we're going to play softball. So all the kids go to the field, and there are the 2 team captains, and they're picking their respective teams. And my friend said, pick her, pick her. I said, pick me, pick me. And they said, no, you're too quiet. And my friend said, no, really, pick her, pick her. I said, pick me, pick me. And so they decided to pick me last because I was too quiet. But it was okay, because that day I was the only girl on the field that could actually hit the ball, because I was the one who had played softball since I was 5 years old, and I played all the way through high school. So even though I was the quiet girl, I was still able to be successful that day. But as I got older, I started to wonder, why am I quiet? Do I have my mom's personality, who said she was quiet as a kid? Or do I have my dad's personality, who was laid back and mellow? And then one day I had an epiphany. I was sitting outside the Paramount Theater in Oakland with my mom, waiting for a play to start. And I see an old lady, and she's staring into our car. And she's just staring, and she's staring, and she's staring. And so I started staring at her back. And then I said to myself, don't be like that. She's like 90 years old. Be nice. So I smiled at her, and she smiled at me, and she walks up to the car, and I began to say, and then I turned and looked at the attorney, my mom sitting next to me, and she had said 10 words before I could even get one word out of my mouth. That's when it hit me. I was quiet because I just never had to talk. I'm feeling like maybe I'm running out of time, so I think I might have to skip. Well, I have the yellow already.
Yeah, you got 3. You're at 3 minutes right now.
Okay.
That's the wrong setting. Use the cards.
Then that got me thinking back to when I was in high school, when I let my natural personality hold me back. I really wanted to join student government, and I wanted to join the travel club, but because my friends didn't want to do it, I wouldn't do it. But as an adult, I decided no more. If I wanted to do something, I was going to do it, quiet girl or not. So back in 2009, even though I had some naysayers and people asked me if I was crazy, I knew it was an adventure I wanted for myself. So I decided that I was going to move to another country to experience a different culture. I moved to South Korea for 1 year to teach English. And while there, I had to speak in front of groups of 20 on a daily basis, and sometimes in front of groups of 50 for special presentations. And I was able to retain the highest percentage of students of any teacher at my school, and I really became quite a pro at public speaking. But that's been almost 5 years now, and I feel like the skill has totally faded away. And that's why I came to Toastmasters to get it back. And I put this quote on the board. It says, step out of your comfort zone and into your best self. And it's a quote I saw on a Toastmasters flyer. And I feel like that's what I'm ready to do. And I've decided it's time for a new career. Currently, I work as a paralegal, and I sit behind a desk all day in front of a computer, and I really, really hate it. It's just absolutely boring, and it's really bothering my eyes, and so I decided to transition to a new career, which is HR. And for me to be able to do that, I have to develop my public speaking skills. And so I decided I want to move from behind the desk to the front of the room, and even though the quiet girl will still be there, I know I still can be successful. Thank you.